Keron Rose joins me yet again. I'm happy to, again, dive into discussions with our digital strategist for the Digipreneur segment. Very important discussions because obviously we are in the digital world. It's not even to say we're getting there. We are here. We are in the middle of the dance right now. And as per usual, we need to know. We need to be on top of what's happening, and we need to understand the ever-changing landscape. So as always, Keron, great to see you. Good morning.
Good morning, and thank you for having me.
We're dealing with the online payments, security, and the options available. And I want to touch on PayPal immediately because that is one globally recognized. That is a name. You hear PayPal, you know that, this is across the board. But from what I understand, Trinidad is one of 3 Caribbean countries that we have, I guess, the full complement of the PayPal and its range. Some Caribbean countries, I understand, can really access, especially withdrawals. So I want to find out if that is indeed the case, and what are the options via PayPal for a Trinbagonian doing business in the digital space?
Yeah, for sure. So the topic of PayPal is one that is always growing because we have more businesses that are being registered. And now we know with the employment market, how it is in Trinidad, people are looking to leverage their careers online. They would like to work for companies abroad. They would like to get clients abroad. And the big question is always, okay, if I have a client and that client is in Japan, or that client is in China, how can they pay me for my services? So the international gold standard, as you said, is PayPal. That's the largest payment platform across the world. The majority of Caribbean countries do not have access to the withdrawals from PayPal. They're allowed to create a PayPal account, connect a credit card, and they can buy things or they could send money, but PayPal has turned off the receiving of funds and withdrawing the money out of the PayPal wallet for most Caribbean countries. Now, here in Trinidad, we are lucky that we do have a couple of institutions that are connected to PayPal and that we are able to receive those funds. So if you are somebody that has a bank account with JMMB, Venture Credit Union, PSCU Credit Union, RAND Credit Union, they give out these Visa debit cards that are not connected to the Lynx network. So once you have a Visa debit card and you see the Lynx logo on it, you are not able to use that card and connect it to PayPal. But the banks I just mentioned, they give you a Visa debit card that can connect to PayPal. You can also connect a Visa credit card from any institution except RBC, and you're going to be able to receive those funds. MasterCards are not able to receive funds. You can send money with MasterCard. You're not able to receive funds. And if you are someone who you want to add an additional party, so there is a service that we can use. It's called Wise. It's a virtual bank account that you can create, and you can connect that to PayPal, and Wise can then actually receive the money from PayPal and then wire transfer it to any bank account. The only thing is it's just another service. So every time you add an additional service, your money gets a little bit less. So you're adding another service and they take a percentage of whatever money gets deposited to the account.
So it's official. PayPal is working in Trinidad for those who want to conduct business and, get access to resources internationally with clients. PayPal is indeed the platform here in Trinidad and Tobago.
It can definitely work. It can definitely work. I use it. And one of the main reasons why people are so intrigued or really do want to use PayPal, right? Because we do have other payment gateways in the Caribbean that we can use. But PayPal is a very big one because abroad, you have companies that will connect their actual bank accounts to PayPal. And that is how they're paying out their freelancers or paying out their employees. Not everybody you can send a digital invoice to and they'll pay with a credit card. Some businesses aren't doing that. Those accounts are actually connected to their bank accounts. So we can't, if you are, if you're trying to be employed by a company abroad, you can't dictate how they pay you. So you're going to have to, learn how to use PayPal or ask the company, what other payment services that they use to pay out their employees abroad. But PayPal is the big one. And because they connect their bank accounts to PayPal and send the money through, that is one of the reasons why PayPal still remains one of the most important subjects when it comes to getting paid from international clients.
And when it comes to payment, the natural discussion will always lean in the direction of security. There are those who are still very skeptical about conducting business online and making payments or receiving payments. For some reason, they feel it's not going to come through. Just walk us through the security features, the security network, as it were, as it relates to PayPal and other online payment platforms.
So the security features are pretty robust. I mean, for me, because I'm not a cybersecurity specialist and I can't dive into the exact details of all the protocols, what I would say is good practice is every single payment gateway that you are using, that you have available to you, does have two-factor authentication. So if you do want to sign in to PayPal and you're worried about security, I would turn on two-factor authentication. That way, if somebody tries to guess your password, PayPal would still send a text messaging code, or they can send a notification to the PayPal app asking, hey, is this you trying to sign on? And you actually have to either approve that sign-on attempt or use the text messaging code that they do send you to be able to input that so that nobody else can access it. So I would turn on two-factor authentication if you are worried. But then again, too, good news is that you don't really hear much about platforms like PayPal getting hacked or Stripe getting hacked. Even for our local payment gateways, First Atlantic Commerce, WePay, you really don't see those platforms getting hacked or any sort of security vulnerabilities. But pay attention to that. Always turn on the two-factor authentication to be on the safe side.
Is Cash App active in Trinidad and the Caribbean?
Great question, because that is one of the top questions I get asked as well. Cash App, Zelle, Venmo, are they available in Trinidad and Tobago? No, none of those American services are available in the entire Caribbean region. Those, for the most part, stay in the U.S. They are not available to most countries outside of the U.S.
Okay, thank you for that. Any closing remarks as we wrap up this second, and I would say most informative? I mean, it's from last week to this week, I'm taking some mental notes, and I want to thank you for the time. Any closing remarks, Keron?
Yeah, no problem. If you guys want to see a video on how to set up your PayPal, I have videos on my YouTube channel at Keron Rose. Go check them out. Again, get your PayPal accounts set up. Start looking at opportunities beyond the Trinidad and Tobago shores, outside of the Caribbean region. You are able to get employment and work remotely to companies around the world. You're even able to get clients outside of the Caribbean region. And if you can do that, even if it's as a side business, you can start to supplement your income. And we know right now, earning more money is a very big topic. And I mean, as the segments go on, we'll start talking about more opportunities to earn money online.
That's right. And you're getting paid, I mean, more than likely in USD.
In US dollars. And oh yeah, you know what? I'll close out with this. You can also keep the funds in US dollars if you desire. Getting the US out of the account is another topic, but you can at least keep the funds. You can keep the funds.
Yeah.
You can keep it in US if you choose to.
Understood. Hey, Keron, as always, thank you so much for the time and the great information. Appreciate it.
Thank you for having me, JW.
That's right. We're going to transition now and pivot into our discussions concerning health and wellness. We are joined by the chairwoman of the TNT Cancer Society, Dr. LeBlanc. She's up next to talk about World Ovarian Cancer Day. Conversations on Cancer, up next.